Antifa's fever dream. Sab, tell us what this means that President Trump has finally convened this roundtable.
This is huge, Jack. This is historic. You know, as we were walking up today, I was asking the boys if they were ready to make history today. Antifa has been terrorizing American citizens for almost a decade at this point. So to have the President of the United States bring all of us together who have been beaten, harassed, threatened, you name it, to come and tell our stories in front of the nation is huge and historic. And again, it's just an honor to be here with Andy, with all of the other reporters around me who have put the time and effort in, who have shed literal blood to show Americans what's going on. Well,
and speaking of which, you know, we are here with Andy Ngo, and Andy, from the times that you've been attacked by Antifa multiple times, and I remember first interviewing you about this years ago, did you ever think at that moment that you would be here in the White House itself briefing the President of the United States about these networks and about what happened to you?
No. I still remember those days when I was posting into the ether on Twitter with a very small following, and so I don't take any of this for granted. I'm thankful that my journalism has meant something to enough Americans and now those in the administration that they're giving me this opportunity to speak. It's come at a heavy cost to myself, but I've shared that burden with the men and women who are standing next to me here.
God bless you for being here. God bless you. Brandy, you and I, we've never met in person, but we sort of, it's good to finally meet you, but we sort of connected through Chaz, and you know, I was there and you were reporting on it, and I couldn't tell people that I was there. You know, walk me through, you know, because you come to this not from a partisan perspective at all, but you're just talking about what happened in that city of Seattle, and yet you face so much pushback for just telling the truth.
Yeah, there's this misnomer that's being pushed that it's just, you know, right-wing media that's being assaulted by Antifa. It's not true. Most of my career has been in legacy media. Both Jonathan and I worked in TV news in Seattle around the same time, and I was a TV news reporter in Seattle when CHOP happened. And I've been covering Antifa for 15 years. And so this idea that it's just, you know, right-wing agitators who are, I don't know, forcing Antifa to have to assault them because their presence is so triggering, they have also assaulted many mainstream journalists. The difference is that those journalists hide it. I mean, there are many reporters in Seattle who we know who've been assaulted by Antifa, who were assaulted by them in the Summer of Love in 2020, and who either chose to or their bosses made them cover it up. I mean, my crew was mobbed at CHOP. We had to seek refuge in a fire station, and I
remember this.
Yes,
yeah, I remember when this happened. Yes,
I mean, it was a horrifying ordeal. You know, I had been a favorite target of theirs, and I think one of them, me as a journalist, it was actually kind of my red pilling moment. You know, I posted the raw video without asking my bosses at the time because I knew the answer would be no. So I just posted it, did it, asked for forgiveness later. They couldn't take it down once it was up.
Better to ask for forgiveness, yes.
Because, you know, they weren't showing the reality of what, I mean, they called it the Summer of Love, you know, and that shows
and I'll go to Jonathan as well. You know, I have to imagine, is this your first White House roundtable?
Yeah, I mean, Frank, this is the first time I'm here. I'm the rookie in this group.
Wow.
I mean, everyone else is veterans here.
Well, welcome to the White House, and you know, it's a real credit to the administration for being able to hold something like this. I've seen you go toe-to-toe with these guys so many times. Why do you think it is that there's so much pushback for describing this story, and yet, you know, if you were talking about some street gang or anything like that, there'd be no problem?
Well, I think Antifa has gotten away for so long without any accountability, and when you have the handful of truth tellers surrounding me right now, the people actually telling Americans what's happening, this type of accountability is going to come, and that's why they don't want our narratives to be out there. And that's why I've been targeted. Andy's been targeted. I think everyone here has been targeted physically with violence. So again, I'm just one of the storytellers here, but this needs to get out, and I think America's going to finally wake up.
All right, if you could pass that to Nick Shirley over here. Nick, man, we got to get you some security out there or something, because I keep seeing it. The laser pointer ain't going to do it, brother.
I know, it's getting a little wild.
It's getting a little out. Tell me what it's like being out there, because I've seen you go up in interview some of the toughest, most murderous. You've been in with gangs, you've been in with cartels, you've been in with refugees and all the rest of it, and yet it's Antifa that comes at you and not any of the others. Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, they think you're the opposition, and they think they can label you as some far-right person. In reality, we're not far-right. We're just right about what we're showing.
Well, I don't even ever see you push any kind of
I don't
ideology.
even go to push anything. I literally go up and ask questions about why they're protesting, and I broadcast it for millions of people to see, and I give them the opportunity to justify why they're protesting and give their reasoning, and for some reason they label us as the opposition.
But you guys agree with me. Nick, more than anyone, definitely needs some security out there.
His videos give me white hairs because I'm like, oh my gosh, Nick, please be careful.
No, I mean, look, and
It's getting a little wild. Might need to get some security.
In the wake of, and we're coming up on the break here, but in the wake of Charlie, right? In the wake of Charlie, I think we all realize that this takes on a new and far more disturbing pallor than before, because it really could be at any moment, at any second. You think you're doing a live stream, you think you're out there doing a debate, and Cam here has done the debates as well, and taken up the torch, and so many others, but it only takes 1 second for everything to change. And I'm sure that will be something that comes up here at the roundtable